Hello everyone, welcome to how to submit a presentation proposal tutorial. My name is Jennifer Rodriguez and I'm the Professional Learning, Events, Programs, and Social Impact Intern at Shape America. Today I'll be demonstrating how to submit a presentation proposal for the 2022 Shape America National Convention and Expo in New Orleans on the Shape America website. All presentation proposals must be submitted online through the submission site by the deadline of Monday, July 26th of the year 2021 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go ahead and get started. To access the website, you can type in your search engine Shape America and select the first link. So I'll go ahead and do that now. On the Shape America website, hover your mouse over events and conferences and select National Convention and Exposition. You should now see the Shape NOAA page, which with the following tabs: call for proposals, registration and housing, general information, and corporate engagement. Select the call for proposals tab. You will then be taken to the 2022 Shape America National Convention and Expo Call for Proposals webpage. Shape NOLA will take place between the dates of April 26th to April 30th of the year 2022. Take a moment to look over the page and familiarize yourself with it. Please take the time to go over the session resources listed on the right side. In order to submit your session, please complete the following steps and reference additional guidance documents available on this page. The following steps are: Step 1. Read the presenter agreement and ensure all presenters read and agree prior to listing them on the session proposal. Step 2. Review the newly updated submission categories to ensure you've identified the appropriate category and subcategory, if applicable, for your presentation. Step 3. Review the appropriate submission guide to ensure you understand the information that will be necessary for your proposal. Review the FAQs on this page if you would like additional guidance. Step 4. Begin your submission by clicking the link below. Be sure you click Start Submission on the appropriate session type. Please note that you do not need to complete the submission in one sitting. After starting your submission, you will receive a confirmation email that includes a session or abstract ID and password that can be used to edit or complete a submission at a later time. You may edit your submission until the deadline. Presentation sessions, research abstracts, and research symposium submission deadline is on Monday, July 26th by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Go ahead and select Submit Your Proposal to get started. You should now see the Call for Submissions page. If you scroll down, you will notice that on the right side, there is a box that allows you to view, resume, edit, or withdraw a submission by typing in your presentation ID number and password. Please note that you will receive an email with your presentation ID number and password once you submit a presentation title. At the top of the page, you can notice different drop-down tabs that describe the overview of information that you will be providing throughout your proposal submission. Specific submission information, enter planner and presenter names, affiliations, and contact information. You'll be able to copy and paste your descriptions into a text box. You'll have a chance to look over submissions to make sure all is complete, and general instructions. Shape America is seeking high-quality proposals that will be delivered through an equity, diversity, and inclusion lens and address a full range of issues facing health and physical educators, administrators, and other key stakeholders as they seek to put all children on the path to health and physical literacy. To submit a new presentation proposal, scroll down and select the first orange Begin a Submission under the presentation submissions. So I'll go ahead and do that. Wait for the countdown to be directed to our member login page. If you already have an account, enter your credentials. If you do not, we invite you to create a free profile and give us a try. You do not need to be a member to submit a proposal, but you do need to create an account. If you forget your password, you can go ahead and scroll down and you'll see Forget Password. If you do not remember the email address you provided, please email member services at membership@shapeamerica.org or call us at 800-213-7193, extension 3490. If you have any questions, please contact Shape America to speak to a member service representative, or you can also email at membership@shapeamerica.org. In addition, if you scroll to the bottom, you can find our FAQs, frequently asked questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert my credentials. Sign in. Once you have started your new submission, you must agree to the terms and conditions, which includes the conflict of interest disclosure and the responsibilities of presenting a session at the Shape America National Convention and Expo. By checking the box to agree to the terms and conditions, you are certifying that all authors and presenters associated with the session have also read and agreed to the terms. Please be sure that all co-authors have read the presenter agreement on the Call for Proposals homepage prior to checking this box. Go ahead and read the instructions as you go along. As you can see, the first box is for you to type in your session title and title case only. As you can see, it says must be 10 words or less. So I'll go ahead and check the terms and agreement first. And I'll go ahead and include my title. Scroll down. Your submitter's email should have automatically been inserted, but if it was not, type it in. For the 2022 Shape America National Convention and Expo, all sessions submitted for consideration through the Call for Proposals will be considered for 60-minute session slots only. Please select the session 60-minute option to move forward. Categories and subcategory. Please select the appropriate category and subcategory that most closely fits your general presentation area. Intended audience. Please select your intended audiences from the list available. You may select up to 3. Ideal attendance. Please select the ideal number of participants for your session to be as effective as possible. Are any presenters on the session first-time presenters at the Shape America National Convention and Expo? Yes or no? Recording opportunity. Please indicate whether you'll be willing to have your session recorded and used as part of future professional learning opportunities for our community. Yes or no? Virtual presentation opportunity. Please indicate whether you would be interested in presenting your session in a virtual format after the live event. Next, select whether a participant will need special accommodations due to a disability. If you select yes, you can explain in detail here. Room setup. Please select the meeting room setup that you believe is best suited for your session. However, please be advised that Shape America staff reserves the right to program all accepted sessions in the appropriate room setup according to the written overview. There are 3 options. Theater seating, ideally suited for sessions that do not have an activity component where equipment is requested or needed. Round tables, ideally suited for sessions where small groups will meet after a lecture component has been delivered. Activity open area, ideally suited for sessions where participants will engage in activities that require the use of equipment. So go ahead and select that. AV equipment. Choose from the available list. If you do not need AV equipment, please indicate so by selecting the box next to this option. In the second AV question, indicate whether your session could be adapted to be done without AV. Activity equipment. Shape America cannot guarantee the availability of activity equipment for sessions this year. Please check to indicate that you understand activity equipment may not be available and agree that you can adjust your presentation to be presented without equipment or make arrangements to secure your own equipment. Indicate whether if your session is accepted and activity equipment were to become available, whether you'd like to submit a request for activity equipment. So I understand, and I'll say yes. I'll select save. If all the information was inputted correctly, the application will automatically direct you to the next step. If there is an error, a red box will appear at the top of the screen that says, please correct the errors highlighted below. Make the appropriate corrections and click Save. If you look on the left-hand column, you will notice that the setup session has a green check next to it to represent that it has been completed. You're not allowed to skip ahead, but you can go back if you need to. Ensure to always click Save at the bottom of each step when you make changes. In order to move to step 3, you need at least one presenter and one planner. It's important to note that the planners are not listed in the online schedule or the mobile app. If you list yourself as a planner and the presenter, please check both boxes. A planner for a submission receives all communications about a session and is responsible for communicating that information with the presenters. Please make sure your planner is aware of this responsibility. Before adding a new name, search the database to see if the name you're looking for appears. If the person you're looking for is not found, select Not Found to input their information. So I'm going to go ahead and give an example. In this case, I will select planner and presenter because I want this individual to be the planner and the presenter. Select search. As you can see, no matches found. Please complete the form below. I will fill out each box that's required. So first name, last name, email. And affiliation. Scroll down. Add new affiliation. Please make sure that you filled out all the required boxes and that you've included as much information that you can provide. Save and continue. Since I have a planner and a presenter, I can move on. But in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and add one more person. I'm gonna add myself since I am in the system so that you can see what that looks like. Here I am. Select. As you can see, I have a planner and 2 presenters. You can move the list of your presenters up or down. In that case, you will see that it informs you that you must select Save in order to save the reorder. So I'll select Save, and I'll change the order. You can edit your presenters and planner information here, and you can also delete presenters or planners, but you must always have one planner and a presenter. So now that I have my planner and my presenters, I'm gonna go ahead and select description. The description text must be 75 words or less. You can either copy the text from a document or you can type directly into the box. Go ahead and do that. Scroll down, save and continue. Which brings us to learning objectives. 3 learning objectives are required. Place each one into each box. Do not number the objectives. The learning objectives should complete the statement. After attending this session, the attendees will be able to blank. Each learning objective should be addressed by the speakers and should use measurable terms. As you can see here are the list of the measurable terms. Each learning objective must begin with one of these words, or your application will get an error message. So I'll go ahead and do a quick example. So apply, build, design, and then select save. Obviously, you need to finish those sentences, but this is an examples. For the last step, please proofread what you have entered before selecting the submit button at the bottom of the page. If you need to make any changes, click on the appropriate step on the session control panel here on the left box. As you can see, I can go back to people and make changes. Just make sure you always save if you make any changes. Same with the description, always save if you make any changes. Once you have clicked the submit button at the top of the page, it will state that your submission has been received. So let me go ahead and do that. Scroll down. If everything looks okay, select submit. Your session submission has been received. That is how you'll know that everything that you have input has been inputted correctly for your proposal. On your left side, you can also see in this column that you have the option to view your submission, withdraw it, submit another submission, print your submission, add or arrange your presentations, or report a technical issue, or if you scroll down, you can log out. Remember that if you ever want to go back into your presentation, refer back to the email you received upon submission initiation. If at any time you have questions regarding proposals, please email proposals@shapeamerica.org or call Shape America at 703-476-3400. Thank you for supporting Shape America and sharing your presentations with the Shape America community. See you at Shape NOLA.